Josh Frappier. This is East Coast Eats. Today we're in Amesbury, Massachusetts, which is my hometown. I'm super excited to show you guys what's going on here in Amesbury. They've had incredible growth in the last couple of years with the restaurants, all the shops, and the breweries that are here right downtown. So today we want to show you one of the best breweries that I've actually been to in the North Shore and around Greater Newburyport, Brewery Silvaticus, where they have German-style lagers, delicious food, and lots of events here. So let's go in and take a look. As a busy real estate agent, I'm always trying new places to eat. East Coast Eats is all about showing you the best restaurants to go check out from north of Boston and up to northern New England. I'm Josh Frappier, realtor with Cameron Prestige, and this is East Coast Eats. Jay, thanks for having us here at Brewery Silvaticus. I've been dying to bring the show here. I've been coming here for a year now, nonstop, and I already know what my favorite beers are, but I want to make sure I show the audience why they should come here too. So why don't you tell us just briefly like how you guys got started, why you're so passionate about brewing, and yeah, what brought you to Amesbury.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate having you here. Great. So my name's Jay. Along with my wife Michelle, we are the owners and operators of Brewery Silvaticus here in Amesbury. We're a small brewery, 7-barrel brew house. We're focused on European style beers, so a lot of German style lagers, Belgian farmhouse ales. Really, our whole goal when we moved here to open Silvaticus was to really kind of create and curate an experience for the customers that harken back to a lot of the breweries that we visited in Europe. So it's very kind of community based, and we have big communal tables and no TVs, and the space itself, which used to be an old boiler room for all the mill buildings here in town, really kind of lended itself to what we were doing. So when we were trying to decide once we left Alaska where we were going to go to, we had visited up here a bunch and really saw a lot of opportunity in Amesbury. Saw that it was up and coming, that there were a lot of fresh faces coming in, and the community had a need for a brewery that was kind of focused on what they wanted and just to service Amesbury. And for us, we haven't distributed any beer outside of the tap room, so our beer is tap room only. You have to come here to enjoy it, or you can take it to go in 32-ounce growlers. But that kind of allows us to really kind of focus on the experience for the customer, and as we say in the brewing industry, kind of grain to glass. So we brew it here, we serve it here. We're in control of the quality and the presentation all the way through, and I think that's a big part of what we've become and what makes us stand out.
It's so important. You guys are very passionate about your products, and you're very, you really care about the consumer. You just want to give them a great experience, and then you're community based. So yeah, you guys nailed it out of the park.
Thanks.
And really happy you left Alaska to come here.
Thanks.
So the space is beautiful. Why don't we go take a look at the brew house, right?
You got it.
And show them what's going on back there.
All right, sounds
Awesome.
good. So our brew house is a 7-barrel system, which means we roughly make about 14 kegs at a time. On average, we brew once or twice a week, and everything, like I mentioned, everything is served here in the tap room. So all the beer that comes out of here goes over to there. It's served off of there. You can't get it outside of here, which a lot of people say is a good problem to have. So,
absolutely. And we have some active fermentation going on, right?
Yeah, so this is something really fun and unique. One of the things because we're kind of smaller, allows us to play around with. So what's going on here is this is our Bacchanalia, which is our barrel fermented Saison. So it's a beer that we brewed yesterday, and then we transfer it right into the barrels, and they actively ferment in there for about 2.5 weeks. And once active fermentation's done, we kind of let them settle, and within about 4 weeks, we have them transferred out into our bright tank. We'll carb it up, and it'll be ready to serve.
Yeah, that's so cool. And then this one, so I noticed Smoky Quartz, they're a local company.
They are, yeah,
So
they're up in Seabrook.
Yeah, so what do you have here?
So our friends up at Smoky Quartz in Seabrook, they make some really great bourbon. And so these barrels had their bourbon in them, and which they aged for, I think, 7 or 8 months. And then after they dumped the bourbon out of them, they actually filled those 2 barrels with maple syrup and aged maple syrup in the bourbon barrels for about a year. And got to talking, and they mentioned that they had the barrels available, so we thought it would really be a fun thing to kind of play around with. So we took those barrels, and right now they're currently aging our Belgian double agnostic in them.
That's got to be ridiculously good.
I'm sure it will be in a couple months.
All right, first beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So this is our Sovereign Pilsner. So this is our, you could call it our flagship beer, I guess. We've been brewing it since this is the first batch we've ever brewed. And really nice and snappy, clean, bright, kind of European continental style Pilsner.
I didn't realize this was your first beer that you guys made.
It was the first beer we brewed.
Every time
Yeah,
I'm here.
first beer we brewed when we opened here, and it's been a staple ever since.
So we'll get into the Oblivion right after that, but for now, let's talk about the food. You guys got some awesome cheese plates here and pretzels, and this is all local, right?
It is. So in addition to the food trucks that we do on Thursdays and Saturdays, we always have kind of a small menu of local food items that we always have on from Wednesday to Sunday when we're open. So it kind of spans the gamut of really great beer food. So of course we have our big pretzel from Wicked Twisted, and that comes along with, we serve it with two mustards that are both from Germany, spicy mustard and a sweet mustard. We've also got pickled vegetables, which is made by a friend of ours here in town out of Kitchen Local. And we've got some meat sticks, and we also do beef jerky from Moody's out there. So everything kind of comes from Massachusetts. The cheese is from Smith's Country Cheese outside of Worcester. And so again, we like to try to keep everything as local as possible and really fresh, and kind of also curate it with foods that we enjoy to eat while we're drinking beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind
it's
of.
all delicious too.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, so let's go grab that last beer.
All right,
Grab
let's do
the
it.
Oblivion.
So this is our Oblivion Black Lager. Same yeast strain as the Pilsner, but a little darker beer, so a little kind of different experience. We also serve it on nitro, so you get that really beautiful, dense, creamy head.
Yeah.
And it's just really kind of silky and smooth. You get a lot of kind of chocolate undertones, a little bit of espresso, and sometimes you almost get a little bit of kind of toasted coconut as well from it. Really nice, unique, another one of our really popular beers that people clamor for and really enjoy.
All right, guys, that's it for our show for this week. You guys got to come check out Brewery Silvaticus. They're going to give away a $25 gift card, so make sure that you guys like and share the video to get an opportunity to win that gift card, and come down and say hi to the whole crew here. All right, thanks, guys.
Cheers, thanks for
Cheers.
being here.